Hey Blades fans, welcome back to Hertz Arena for the regular season finale tonight against the South Carolina Stingrays. And the Blades, Jake, are playoff bound after a crucial 2-1 regulation win over the South Carolina Stingrays last night. And the Blades, for the 9th year in a row, are going dancing.
Yeah, atmosphere around Hertz Arena certainly a lot lighter than it was at this time yesterday. You know you're playoff bound. We know the Blades are locked into the third place. Can't go up, can't go down. We got to wait to see who they're going to play, but we know that the Blades are going to be playing postseason hockey going for the three-peat.
Yeah, Jake, the possibility to maybe have home ice in one of these series, depending on if the 4th seed wins, but that's only in the future, Jake. Let's talk about the now. South Carolina is still very much fighting for their playoff lives. They currently sit in 5th place of the South Division. Orlando earning an overtime loss last night to the Reading Royals. That gave them 1 point, now has them in the 4th and final playoff spot.
Yeah, the Stingrays don't control their own destiny anymore, Will. The Blades' regulation win last night, combined with Orlando getting that 1 point, puts Orlando ahead of them via tiebreaker, and Orlando still has the tiebreaker, assuming that Orlando and South Carolina have the same result tonight. So the Stingrays, they need a little bit of help. They don't control their own destiny anymore. The Blades got a whole lot from the Stingrays last night in that tight game, 2-1. I mean, you saw the Stingrays pushing down the stretch. It was not over until the final buzzer rang for sure, and that's going to be the same thing tonight. The Stingrays, they're playing for their season tonight. They're going to be giving Florida everything they've got. This is a franchise that's only missed the playoffs twice in their entire history, and they certainly don't want to miss it a third time.
South Carolina, a very proud franchise. Alongside the Everblades, have 3 Kelly Cup titles, so definitely looking
tied for the most in ECHL history.
Definitely looking to add banner number 4, just like the Everblades are, but going to need some help and a big effort tonight to get that done. A very fast-paced team, an electric team that can really start to pile on some goals if they get into an offensive mindset.
Yeah, and the pressure's on them, so there's one of two ways this could go. It could either make them crumble, or more likely from what we've seen from the Stingrays this year, it's going to galvanize their group and have them playing with a lot of energy, a lot of jump. Perhaps as the game goes along, if it's another one like it was yesterday, tight, low scoring, later into the third, there could be some frustration that creeps into South Carolina's game, some desperation, right? Because South Carolina could really use a regulation win to help with tiebreakers, this could be the very rare scenario where you see a team in a tied game maybe pull their goalie. We'll see. And unlike last night, the Blades and the Solar Bears games are going to start at the same time. Last night we knew the Reading result between them and Orlando well before the end of our game here. That's not going to be the case tonight, so you're not going to have people from South Carolina radioing to their bench that, hey, Orlando won, we're out, or hey, Orlando lost, we are in this. They're just going to be playing for their game and hope that the result works out for them elsewhere.
The result worked out for the Everblades last night. Goals from Sean Jostling and Jesse Lansdell gave the Everblades the advantage. Lansdell is on a bit of a hot streak. 5 professional games played, 2 goals scored, and a busted lip to boot on that Wednesday game against Jacksonville Icemen. He's played a very complete couple of games.
Oh, yeah, he's turning into the prototypical playoff warrior at the perfect time for Florida, and that's exactly what you needed from a guy like him coming out of college, coming from the University of Nebraska, Omaha. You want him to be bringing energy, bringing jump. He's come in, he's been physical, and now he's getting some goals as well, which makes for the perfect kind of depth player if you're going to go on another run.
Expect him and a lot of the younger guys to do a lot of the heavy lifting tonight. Key guys like Joe Pendenza not expected to dress in this season finale just for resting reasons. Give the guys a little chance to kind of just decompress before that playoff stretch. So some of the new guys might get the time to shine in the spotlight.
Yeah, and they should, and that gives them a little bit of energy, a little bit of a thank you for being out of the lineup, right? It's not fun to be sitting on the sidelines watching, particularly when you're hoping your team gets into the playoffs. Now you get a chance to stretch your legs, show what you can do before the postseason, maybe put it in a last-minute argument for some extra time on the ice, and also the coaches gives them a better idea of what their depth chart is going to look like going into the postseason. And as you said, gives the vets who've played a lot of hockey, Pendenza's already played 70 games this year, gives him a chance to just rest, relax, and get ready for playoff hockey next week.
Jake, game number 72 of the regular season, home game number 36. We got more of these to look forward to, thankfully, with a playoff ticket now punched. But I think it's time we get into the final. Griffith Group of Downing Fry Realty, 3 keys of the game of the regular season.
Well, you're just looking to get ready for the playoffs now. First off, you want the special teams to keep going strong. Another power play goal last night for Florida. Power play goals in 3 straight games, 7 over the last 3. You want to keep that going into the playoffs, and a perfect night on the PK last night as well. If you can get the PK going into the playoffs on a perfect record as well, that would feel good. Second off, maintain your body well, right? Things would not feel good in Hertz Arena if you lose a key contributor or even a depth player to a long-term injury at this point in the season, right? You want everyone to be as healthy as possible going to the playoffs. Of course, play physical, play strong, be on South Carolina, forechecking, all that good stuff. But you got to make sure you're taking care of your body first, and then finally, be ready defensively because the Stingrays are going to be pushing hard. They're going to be jamming pucks down. Whoever is starting tonight, jamming the pucks down their throats, trying to get into the crease, get dirty goals. They're going to do whatever it takes to get this win tonight, so you've got to be ready for that when you're in your own end.
Expect a high-octane matchup tonight as the South Carolina Stingrays vie for playoff position. Puck drop between the Everblades and the Stingrays at Hertz Arena tonight at 7 o'clock. We'll see you there.